When you are looking at houses, is it all about feeling it or is there more to it? I'm Bethany Warnches, real estate agent with Addison Jones, and you are watching Tuesday Talks with Bethany, where I answer real estate FAQs. When you are looking at houses, that feeling is important, but it's not the only thing. There is many more things that you should be focusing on. You don't just want to be aimlessly wandering through houses trying to decide if you feel it. And that's exactly why I created this freebie called Staying Focused on Finding the One. Now, this freebie comes with me into every single buyer consult, and it serves as a conversation with my buyer because we want to focus on other things just then feeling it. So we want to talk about your objective criteria. What's important to you? How long do you plan on living there? We want to set realistic expectations, and with all this information, then I'm able to go ahead and set up a search for you. So this as a freebie today is something that you can have as well because I really set it up as a worksheet that you don't really need me to go through it, but if I'm helping you find a house, then it's important to have me there too. But this is going to be good for anyone who is thinking of buying, whether you are a first-time home buyer looking to buy your first home, or if you are currently living in a house thinking of moving to a different house, or even if you are on your home search right now and you just feel really lost, this is good because this is going to help you laser focus on what you are looking for and get rid of that aimless wandering of just trying to find the feeling. And this worksheet will just, really help you focus on what you are looking for. So what is in this worksheet? And two, if you are interested in receiving this worksheet, then you can message me your email and then I can email it to you. So first of all, I talk about establishing your why. Why are you moving? And the reason I like to talk about this is because this is your motivator and your driver. So in this market, most buyers are not getting their first house that they write an offer on. So when you get down, this keeps you going. This motivates you, fuels you. It's your fire. What is your why? Why are you moving? Then I like to talk about your must-haves versus your nice-to-haves. It's important to be able to distinguish the difference. What are your non-negotiables and what would be really nice? It's also important to understand that you may not find everything on your list and you need to be prepared to compromise in some capacity. Then I talk about being realistic in your expectations. And the reason I like to set realistic expectations is because if we don't, then there is disappointment and there is frustration. So it's important that I am honest with you up front. So let's talk about budget. It's important to be realistic with your budget. You may have all these goals and dreams about what you want, but does it work with your budget or are they a little too lofty? That's where an agent comes in and can help you figure that out. So that's why I like to talk about be realistic with your budget because otherwise you're going to see that frustration and disappointment. What about being realistic with age? A 1920 house cannot be expected to be exactly like a house that was built in 2020. They're 100 years in difference of age, so you need to have realistic expectations there. What about a fixer-upper versus move-in ready? When should you buy one or the other? You really have to ask yourself, do I have the time? Do I have the money? Do I have the skill set? And also, if you're getting a loan, is it going to pass my loan? It's important to consider high maintenance versus low maintenance. So think about wood siding where you are going to have to paint it and take care of it over time versus vinyl siding, which is really more maintenance free. Or living in the country when you have a septic that you have to pump and routinely inspect versus having municipal sewer in the city. I even like to talk about living in Wisconsin. Are you going to be okay if you have to park your car outside and scrape it every day? What about having a long driveway in the middle of winter that you're going to have to plow? Or living out in the country, maybe it was beautiful in summer, but all of a sudden winter comes and you've got these hills and they're icy. Are you okay with that? What about our Wisconsin muggy summers? Are you going to need central air to get through those, or are you going to be okay if you have window units and fans? Think about your life here in Wisconsin. What about location? What do you need to be nearby? Is it your friends? Is it your family? Is it work? Is it school? Is it amenities? What is important to you to be nearby? Do you want the convenience of the city, or do you want the peacefulness of the country? Which one is more important to you? And which is more realistic for your current life? What about your lifestyle? How do you like to spend your time? Are you the entertainer where you're going to need more gathering spaces in your house? Do you like to spend time outside, like gardening or playing volleyball in your backyard? Are you the person who works from home, or you need to have a workout space? Or you like to just cozy up by the fire and pull out a good book, and you don't really like to have people over? Maybe a smaller house is okay then. So it's taking all of these things into consideration about your lifestyle and how you plan to use the home. Then thinking about life stage. How long do you plan on living here? So are you a first-time home buyer, and are you going to live here for a couple years and then move on and move up? Or is this your forever home? Are you planning to have your kids here, raise your kids here, retire here? Think about it, because at different life stages, you need different things. So that's why you need to think in advance of how long am I going to be here? And then last of all, I just need you to ask yourself, can I picture myself living here? And that really comes more back to that feeling it, because it is important to feel it too, but it's important to talk about all of these other things as well before we ask that question at the end. So again, if you are thinking of moving, whether you're a first-time home buyer or you're in your current house and you're trying to decide if you want to move to another house, or if you are out on the home search and you just feel really lost, then feel free to message me your email so that I can then send this over to your email as well. And it will hopefully help you laser focus on what you are looking for, and you can work your way through the worksheet. So thank you for joining me, and then I will be back in a couple weeks, and at that time I'm going to talk about feedback. So that's a seller topic, helping you understand when you receive feedback, what kind of feedback you receive, how that all works. And thank you for hanging with me today. I didn't do this live because my connection was terrible today, and so I just decided to delete that video because it cut out on me maybe 8+ times. So just doing it this way today. So now this will be one smooth video for you. Have a great day.